Laramie, here you are, back, MCC, back in the cage. Thanksgiving Throwdown, the biggest show of the year. You got your rematch, you and Will Shutt, except this time, we're going for a strap. How you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I always come to the cage, ready to go. My weight cut went real well. Couldn't have asked for a better weight cut. Getting 35 gets easier, I think, as it goes on, and it went real well. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. And the fact that it's for a belt is even better. It's nice to rematch, but it's even better that it's for the belt because it makes it that much better when I strap it on.
I'll tell you what, the last fight, great fight between the two. I don't know if you've read Will's interview on MidwestCageChampionship.com. He said it didn't matter what the judges' scorecard said, that he felt that you won the last fight, and that he made some mistakes that he's not going to make this time. Do you feel there's any mistakes that you might have made last time that you've corrected, that you're willing to make right this time?
I read his article, and that was real humble of him. And I think most people would have agreed, but that's why you don't leave it to the judges. And I think that's where a lot of my mistakes come, with just trying to finish it with punches. And I've worked a lot on seizing other opportunities and going for maybe submissions or punches on my feet. So I've been working a lot on some weaknesses I had the last time that I reviewed in our match, and a lot of things that I could have done that I got too hurried and I kind of just let them slip by. And I kind of know what his game plan is, so that always helps too.
What do you think the outcome is going to be tomorrow night? If you have your perfect fight in your head, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
Perfect fight, second round TKO. That's my perfect fight, but very very rarely goes like you want it to. So if it goes past the third round, it'll probably go the whole way. But I'm hoping it doesn't go even that far. So.
Tell you what, it's going to be fireworks. We're looking forward to tomorrow night.
Hey, my name is William Shutt. I'm fighting Laramie Schaefer tomorrow at MCC 37 Thanksgiving Throwdown. Had a real good training camp coming into the fight. Primarily trained at Elite Edge in Waukee with Joe Bramer and a whole stable of great coaches and fighters over there that really helped me prepare for this fight. Really pushed me really hard every night in training. This is a rematch fight. Laramie and I have fought once before, of course. The fight went to a draw. It was a real exciting fight before, real back and forth. And I see our fight really going the same way. I actually think it'll probably have more action and be a higher paced fight than before. But, I think Laramie and I, the last fight was a draw. I think we both want to go in and prove who the better fighter is. I think we're going to really be trying to push for the finish a lot harder in our first fight. So I think this fight will pretty much go the same way as the last fight. It'll be back and forth, and it'll be a great fight. But I think it'll be even better than before. As far as finishing it, I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to finish Laramie Schaefer. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try and knock him out on my feet and submit him on the ground. But no matter what happens, it's going to be a great fight. It could go all 5-minute rounds, but I really don't see this fight going past the second round at all. I can't really guarantee how the fight will end, except for with my hand raised, of course. He's a tough kid. Laramie's a tough guy. It's going to be hard to knock him out on our feet. He's got a good chin. I'm going to try my hardest though, but I really see me finishing the fight late in the second round by submission.
Here we are on the other half of the main event for Thanksgiving Throwdown. Eddie Larea stepping in kind of last minute, but you heard Kevin say he knows you're prepared. How ready for you to fight somebody at the caliber of Kevin Burns? How ready were you?
Well, it's not like I just came up off the couch. Been doing conditioning and training pretty hard for pretty much anybody of his caliber. So I've been preparing myself pretty vigorously for this fight.
Now, I don't know if you've kept up as much. He's looking to make that next step back into the big leagues, back into UFC, and I'm sure you've got the same aspirations. This could be a pretty big fight for both of you. However it comes out, whether you win, it could be a big launch pad for you. If Kevin wins, it could be a big launch pad for you. How does that play into your psyche going into a fight like this?
Suppose there should be a lot of pressure on me. However, I don't feel that way about it. I just take it as another fight against another game opponent.
Now, say you're in tomorrow. We're 24 hours into the future now. What's your thought process going into tomorrow? What's your game plan?
Well, he's sitting right there. I'm not going to say my game plan. That's kind of a trick question. My game plan is to win, basically. So there you go.
All right, the time is finally upon us. MCC Thanksgiving Throwdown is here, headlined by, of course, Kevin the Fire Burns, UFC veteran, hometown hero. I know coming into this bout, you had one opponent that you were really wanting to go for.
Yeah.
Of course, he suffered injury. You had a replacement.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on your new opponent?
I was happy to have an opponent, first and foremost, obviously, after I found out the unfortunate happenings to my initial opponent. But what I know of Eddie Laria is extremely game opponent. He's had a lot of extremely tough fights, and I'm looking for a heck of a show tomorrow night. I think he's obviously ready. He said he's really prepared. I'm extremely prepared, and I think the fans are in for some fireworks.
You got to like that with the fighters of his caliber, who's fought some of the who's who in your weight class, who's always ready to fight. He's come ready to go. I know you're prepared to have your hand raised tomorrow, but I think he's got his hand. He's prepared for his hand to be raised tomorrow. What's your thoughts going in?
When two fighters get into a cage with prepare for their hands to be raised, the fans are prepared to see one hell of a show, and I think there's going to be nothing short of one hell of a show tomorrow night, capped off by the main event between Eddie and myself, and I think it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Tell you what, we're looking forward to it. We're glad to have you back in the cage, Kevin.